Florida Atlantic Stadium, the site for Marshall and Florida Atlantic today in a Conference USA East Division showdown. Reeves is the dangerous return man for Marshall as we are underway here in Boca Raton. And it is taken by DeAndre Reeves, who got to the right side, spun away from a tackle, got to the 20, and then he is taken out of bounds just shy of the 20-yard line. It was a 57-yard kick and just an 11-yard return. We take a look at Rakeem Cato, the junior and reigning Conference USA Offensive Player of the Year. He's unbelievable, and he seems to keep getting better.
Well, you would expect him to keep getting better. Only his junior year, you know, another year of experience. They say really now he's understanding the offense as a whole, so they can really open it up now and see how dynamic he can be.
Who missed the Rice game just a couple of weeks ago because of a shoulder injury, and he's throwing over the middle into traffic. And he was trying to thread it through for DeAndre Richardson, but broke it up nicely in coverage by Darryl Roberts.
Well, this is a situation where you would like to get into the red zone and put some points on the board and get the ball in the end zone, but
the ball at Marshall's own 18-yard line. Showing blitz, they throw, and they got a slant pattern into the hands of, yes, Tommy Schuler, preseason first-team All-Conference USA, and longtime teammate of Rakeem Cato. A number of other things that he looks at the sidelines to. Empty backfield for Cato with pressure coming. He does throw to Schuler again, and he's got himself a first down. When they need a big play, they often make Schuler the #1 option, and a lot of times he finds him.
And that was the exact same play that they ran the last time. You'll see Palms right there, 17. Come on the blitz again from the safety.
Line judge that had the front view that was able to make the call. So Cato on 3rd and 8, looking to the near sideline, and that one is complete to Devon Smith. And another first down for Marshall.
Really have, and you'll normally see a lot of man coverage from FAU. This time they drop back in a soft little shell, a zone.
As he'll hand the ball off to Warren, who spins a couple of directions and give him a yard. It's 3rd and long. And Johnson has a lane. He tucks the football, and he just can't escape.
Be useful wherever they can find it.
It is 3rd and 6. Cato throwing back across the field, and a completion and a first down as he put it in the hands of Devontae Allen. Allen able to beat Reggie Brown in coverage.
Well, it seems like every time they go away from man coverage and they play the zone, the corners are just too far off, not wanting to give it the big play, and they hit him for the first down.
Cato throwing back across to the other side of the field, and before stepping out of bounds, the catch was made on a little tiptoe play there by Jazz King.
Just to see him back in action now.
They're thinking he's 95 to 100% healthy, and this is another throw to Jazz King, a first down, and wrestled down just shy of the 50-yard line. So they go back to Jazz King a couple of times.
Well, really just a nice job by Cato, understanding the situation, buying time with his feet as the rush was bearing down on him.
Earned a scholarship, led FAU in rushing last year. He's from Ellsworth Community College, transferring in. Not flashy, but he gets the job done.
The receiver's got to make the catch.
So they'll have to punt it away. Sean Kelly back out. It's a sophomore. He was the punter last year. Didn't take him long to assume the starting punting roles as a true freshman last season. As Marshall, you don't see it too often, but they got a couple of guys back there waiting to return this one. And this is taken by Devon Smith to the left side, and he's got speed, and there's nobody but the punter to beat. Cuts back, dances around Sean Kelly, and now players starting to catch up as he crosses the field again. A path to the pylon. Touchdown! Devon Smith, 77 yards. And that's if he was running in a straight line. Devon Smith returns the ball 78 yards. 4-6.
And it was the guy that's caught a few passes in Jazz King laying the key block right there, number 24, which springs him down the sideline. And then, hey, if you're going to put any money on anybody right there, a return guy against the punter, They don't practice tackling much. He was just trying to buy some time, use that sideline as a friend. But great cut across his face. And then from there, it was just a track meet.
The extra point is good, so the lead is 7-0. Take another look here as he ran 77 yards at least from start to finish, but he had a whole lot of yards in between.
Well, I could say that he barely got touched because the punter was the only guy that really laid a hand across his waist, as it was just a futile attempt to try to slow him down.
Howard does make the catch there and a huge chunky yardage as they're across midfield. Handoff to Jay Warren, doesn't go anywhere. Jermaine Holmes with a good stop. They imploded in the fourth quarter with 3 turnovers and lost 18-14, and that one is juggled by Darian Howard and intercepted by Jermaine Holmes. That one you can't put on Quez Johnson. He put it right to Darian Howard, who I mentioned earlier is the blocking tight end. They don't throw to him a whole lot, and he juggled that one right to Holmes.
You know, and as I look at the play, I wonder if even Darian was a little confused that he was going to throw the football to him. He pumped out to the right, comes back to the left of Darian in the middle of the field. You know, the ball could have been placed a little bit more into his body as he kind of had to reach out for that. But I wonder if he was just a little confused that he was thinking the ball was going to go out to the flat to the running back. He comes back to him, and he's just not ready. And Jermaine Holmes.
And they get right back up to the line of scrimmage and hand it right back off. But this time, nowhere for Jonathan Wallace to go. He's driven backwards. Brandon Sparrow, the nose tackle on the stop. 3rd and 2 now. Johnson rolling out. Now the pressure comes, and he's dragged down by Neville Hewitt. Johnson was on the move. Hewitt was fast enough to bring him down. A 5-yard loss on the sack from the weak side linebacker.
And Neville Hewitt, the Georgia military JUCO transfer, just scrapes across the line of scrimmage. He has no responsibilities.
So from the 39 on 1st down, he's going to tuck it and run. Tried to step away from Hewitt, and he did, but he was knocked off his feet. Helped out by Alex Bazzi, a 1-yard pickup. 61 of those 93 yards for Marshall came in the first quarter, as there's a completion to Tommy Schuler. Cato to pass, and there's another one of those deep balls down the far sideline, juggled out of bounds. Devon Smith.
Right here is Dejon Smith, the best cover guy for FAU. He got beat a little bit, but a nice job of sticking that hand in there, knocking the ball out.
Guy who led the team with 9 pass breakups coming in, ranked in that category among the nation's best as they try and get it back through to Schuler, and he reaches forward and does pick up the 1st down.
So great job of coverage and great job of tackling.
Here comes the blitz, but the handoff was given beforehand, and Esrae Taliaferro up across midfield, up across the 45-yard line. And it brings up 2nd down and 5 yards to go. Kevin Grooms, another 1st down for Marshall. Marshall seemed to be moving down the field pretty easily. They back off the pressure, but Cato has to run. He's got to throw now, and he's down the field, and that ball is complete. Flags fly. They mark him down at the 1-yard line, as the catch was made by Craig Wilkin.
Was hanging out a little too far in that neutral zone. That's where the 1st flag is. The 2nd flag here you're going to see at the end of this play, where again the defender doesn't get his head around face guarding. Can't do that.
1st and goal from the 1. And he's through for the touchdown.
Touchdown.
Kevin Grooms, his 2nd touchdown of the season.
Kevin Grooms on a 1-yard run.
And after an FAU touchdown, Marshall comes right back and answers. No offensive touchdowns in the first half at all, and both offenses have put one up on the first possession of half number 2.
Just a simple little read play right here. Decides to hand it off, and the big boys up front.
They set him up as an extra blocker, and they run right towards him, but a cut back from Johnson. He couldn't get away. Maybe got back to the line.
And there's that radar defense again.
They were 11 of 17 last week. Johnson tripped up and down he goes. Couldn't make it to the 30-yard line. He got just 1 yard. And another nice tackle by Jermaine Holmes. And that'll bring out Sean Kelly to punt it away for FAU. And everybody creeping up towards the line for FAU. They bring one. They hand the ball off. And sneaking through was Esrae Taliaferro. And he picks up the first down with an 8-yard gain. He has dropped a couple of close games, and it's the reason his team is 1-3 in Conference USA and not 3-1. Johnson got it to Dukes, and then he got buried by Corey Tyndall. Long field to look out in front of them, trying to get back down into the end zone. Cato flushed out of the pocket, dances away, trying to get away, tucks it, runs, turns it into a gain as he's knocked out of bounds just shy of the 20-yard line, an 8-yard pickup. 3rd and 2. You see Marshall 6 of 13. They hit Tommy Schuler, and he gets to the 30, a completion and a conversion. Came into the game with 9 tackles. They throw to the far sideline in the direction of DeJon Smith, but not even the best cover guy FAU can handle. Could stop Craig Wilkins from bringing it in. 7 yards and a first down for the Thundering Herd.
Not all the passes are going to be perfect. They're not all going to be right there in your chest. Sometimes as a receiver, you have to just jump up and make a play, and Craig Wilkins does just that. Look at him high point that football, but he wants to throw this football.
They hand it off to Kevin Grooms, and Grooms continues on his path. It looks like another first down for Marshall as he crosses into Owl territory. 4 of 10 on the season on 4th down. Cato needs 5. Over the middle, complete, first down and more. Staying on his feet and down for the touchdown. 41 yards. It's Gator Hoskins, the tight end, with his 5th touchdown of the season.
You're going to see Gator right there in the middle of the screen. Again, much like the pass to Fernapple, getting the tight end over the middle of the field for an easy throw to for the quarterback, and then.
So 1st and 10 from the 37 now. And they hand it this time to Jay Warren, who accomplishes restarting the clock, and that's about it. They let it tick all the way down to 2 before they hand the ball off to Jonathan Wallace, who gets a yard.
They have to stay resilient, disciplined, and not give up the big play.
Cato will take off right down the middle. He cuts back and has a little more space, stepped away from another. He'll pitch the ball to Tommy Schuler, and the flag down. That wasn't exactly a lateral.
First down.
So it's just a 5-yard setback. He does get all the yards except for the 5 that he picked up on this running play. It was a 20-yard rush, so a 15-yard net gain after the penalty to the 24-yard line. Cato on the run, over to the far sideline, and it is a catch.
Wow, they're calling that a catch.
Gator Hoskins. It's his 2nd big catch of the night.
That was heavily contested. I'm not so sure he got at just the 1 foot down. Oh, man, he did. Is there grass in between his left foot and that out of bounds line, and does he have control? I think clearly right there he's got the grass, and it looks to me like he had control.
Sometimes when you go up in the air, you're able to knock it down to yourself, but it looked like he went up and made the catch at the point of contact with that football, so it was secure the second it hit his hands. They bring the pressure on Cato. He's able to get away from Brandon Bryant. He's able to get a first down and get out of bounds. Clock stops with 1:19 to go.
And it was Damian Parms who blitzes off the right side, has him dead to rights, forces him back inside, and Brandon Bryant, we've called his name a lot this game, can't come up with the sack. Great call, great execution. Now you just have to make the play defensively.
They were coming from both sides, and he still got away. And he's looking for it all on this play. Complete. Devon Smith gets down to the 26-yard line, 25-yard line.
Look at this battle between Devon Smith and Crayvon LeBlanc. Crayvon does a good job of turning around, trying to locate the football. But Devon Smith just does a better job
for this Marshall team. And Justin Haig among them as he sets himself for a 41-yard and a potential game winner. The kick is up. And they start celebrating. Justin Haig, a 41-yard field goal, wins it for Marshall on the road.
unbelievable.
And as exciting as a win as that is for Marshall, it is as crushing as a defeat for the Florida Atlantic Owls. And this was the game winner.
Again, good snap, good hold, and you can't kick it any better than that.